Hi, welcome to G'rillaQues around the globe. Today we're going to use the unique ability of the G'rillaQue to set up a very clear 2-zone fire to grill a bit of SeaWolf. Let's get on with it. Okay, so what's a SeaWolf? Well, Loup de Mer is how it's called in France. You might know as European sea bass, bronzini, branzini, bronzino. Fish work under a kind of a trade name. So bass, for example, came from the German root, which is spine. So those 5 spines in their back give them that the group name bass, because bass is close to the German for spines. And then they're all part of a group called the Perciforms, which is Percy is the Greek for perch, and then form is the Latin for shape. So you've got a German, you got a German, Latin, Greek name for a type of fish. I mean, what could be more European than that? Bizarre situations that you get with this kind of trade name for fish is that if you buy Chilean sea bass, which everybody raves over, it's actually typically called a Patagonian toothfish. So, you know, Patagonian toothfish is a lot more interesting as a name, perhaps a lot less appetizing. Alright, so we're going to be cooking it today very, very simply. It'll just be in olive oil, garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper. This one now I've fully prepped. This one's what I'm going to do right now. Big clear eyes, nice and fresh. The next thing he's looking for, nice red gills showing they've been breathing recently. Okay, let's move on and get this one ready. You're going to need knife, pair of scissors. Take off the fins. Come down, take off this guy. So we're going in for the gills, okay, they're all in there. You can probably just reach in, grab them, snap them, and just pull back and tear them out, okay? Along with anything else that happens to be, that looks loose. To get your fish to cook evenly, put 3 slices, typically along the length of it, 3 to 4. Okay, I'm trying not to break a rib cage, I'm just deep enough to open it up, okay? To help me with filleting it once it's cooked, I'm going to run a knife just above the backbone there. And I'm going to try and get down to a rib cage without breaking the ribs. And the reason that I want to do that is I'm hoping to be able to lift the whole fillet off the bone once it's cooked. I'm going to give these a wash out, get the fire going, and then we're going to start putting them on to cook. Okay, so fire is scorching hot, getting ready to go. Making sure we're using a very hot fire here, because what I want to do is get a very crispy skin. The way I'm going to do that is use a very hot fire, then cook it with the lid on. So the fish skin gets that initial whack of very high heat, and then comes down once the lid is on. What you can see here is the G'rillaQue is keeping all the coals to one side, allowing a chimney effect, so those coals are going to be pretty darn hot. Okay, let's put them on this extremely hot fire. Fish number 1, very clean grate. Fish number 2, you can see how hot it is, the olive oil instantly went up. Let's get some lemons on. You've got a chance to grill lemons, do it when you can. Lid down. Okay, the lid's on to bring that temperature straight down, hopefully stop some of those fires, and I'm going to leave it like that for about 4 minutes. So everything was going well until then. Then my neighbours decided to open up World War III on their garden, unleashing every gasoline-powered garden tool they could find simultaneously to, I don't know, start some kind of deforestation process or something. So basically it drowned out the rest of the video. I mean, it was, you know, the footage became unusable. So it's the next day. I went to the store, got a different fish. We'll keep the pieces that we've already seen as red and kind of take it from the point of cooking. The issue is I'd already started a large piece of pulled pork. That's been on for a few hours, but I'm going to use the coals from that piece of pulled pork to just cook this one fish. So when I lift it up and there's a a bloody great big piece of pork under there, it's because that's what I'm actually supposed to be cooking today, and the fish is just going to go across the fire. But of course the nice thing is that with the G'rillaQue I've got basically 2 halves of the Weber to use. So let's get on with it. Okay, so with this one I'm going to do a slightly different process of cutting it. I've just gone down and I'm going to sort of shave down the side of the bones and try and lift most of the fillet off the rib cage so you don't have all the pin bones in it. And it should sort of roll back off the spine once finished, and so we should have a relatively clean looking, good tasting fish. Alright, let's get on with it. What I've done is I've just gone inside and with a very sharp knife run it along the edge of the ribs, gradually peeling it back. So I'll just show you how that looks. So there's the top of the bones, top of the rib bone. Okay, that should be enough. Now, ribs are peeling so that when I take it off the grill I'll be able to come in through the back here and then just hopefully fillet the whole thing off and it'll come off in one piece. So, after doing that little bit of trimming around the bones there on the rib cage, I salted the fish on both sides, inside and out, and I've let it sit in the fridge now for about 45 minutes, just to take some of the surface moisture off and allow some of the salt to penetrate the fish. It intensifies the flavour, hopefully make that skin a little bit crispier. Delicious. Now, today I'm going to do it slightly differently. What I'm going to use is just straight salt on the fish, actually no oil except on the grate, and then doing a very sort of traditional Japanese style. So let's get on with it. Okay, because I'm in this bizarre situation of having to recook this fish while doing a pork butt, I just want to explain what's going on. We're now in it's 5 o'clock, I started this at 9, so many hours into cooking a pork butt. It's going fabulously. The fire is sort of medium hot, so what I'm going to do to cook the fish is basically pull this over to one side, lay it on there, and then put the lid back on, allow it to arrest. But I should just note that this thing has been all day since 9 AM, rock stable at 275. It just does such a good job when it comes to smoking meats. Okay, so we're ready to go. I'm going to move across the lid, liberally oil up the grate a bit. Just lay him down, sizzling away. Now I'm going to kill the heat somewhat by putting the lid down. Okay, it's definitely starting to bubble around the sides. I'm starting to get a little bit of water in the grooves there. Let's see if we can pick this fire up. Okay. Not bad. Lost a bit of skin, but c'est la vie. Okay, it's been another 3 or so minutes on this side, so I'm going to open it up and have a check. Alright, it's starting to look pretty good. Just starting to see some bubbling down here. I think that one's about ready to go. I'm going to turn it over. The eyes are glazed over. It's looking good. Oh. Lost a lemon. Pork's looking good. Okay, now for the hard part. Let's see if we can fillet this so that it comes straight off. And we have a neat fillet on one side, then we'll take the bone out to leave a second fillet. Alright. So I've cut down along the backbone till I feel the bones, and now I'm just lifting the back side of the blade. Hopefully, just going to take that whole fillet off the fish. Like so. So you've got the filleted fish, pin bones still in place. I come under here, cut through. Take the whole of the rest of the backbone, pin bones out at the same time and separate it from the head just there. So then the whole head is gone, you're left with 2 fillets and it's beautifully cooked. Alternatively, put it back, close her up, serve as a whole fish, but one that is much easier to eat. Ponzu sauce, classic Japanese dipping sauce of fish. It's basically sake, mirin, soy sauce, rice vinegar, and then citrus fruits. So this is just a salt crusted SeaWolf, grilled, filleted open, easy to eat, no pin bones, with a dipping sauce, and it is going to be gorgeous. Give it a go. Preferably without the interruptions from the neighbours, having to cook a pork buck and take the kids to the swimming pool, okay? But give this a go, because it will be good. This looks so good, I actually want to just try it on camera. Squirt lemon juice, pick off a bit of flesh. It's gorgeously moist, crisp skin, lovely. Dip it in the ponzu, which I say is sort of a citrusy, salty, sweet because of the mirin. It's a lovely sauce. It's got that sort of umami because of the soy sauce in it, and just goes wonderfully with fish. So let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh yeah. Bronzy, Branzini, Bronzino, Branzino, Loup de Mer, Mediterranean sea bass. This is a beautiful fish. Give it a go, dead easy. 10 minutes most grilling and you've got a really wonderful fish. Try that fillet style because it just makes it so easy to eat. Alright, cheers.